Hello, my angels. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a lovely weekend. So, I will do reading in a minute, but I'm feeling like I need to do a little bit of a TED talk. I'll try and keep it brief. So, those of you that resonate with the twin flame or divine counterpart journey, obviously labels are labels, and we know, if you're seeing me, you know what this journey is, okay? Because obviously I teach on it and have done for quite a while now. If you are in this place where you are blaming your counterpart for various things going on in your life, or you just on the end of that tether being negative and rejecting them or pushing them away or slagging them off or not being very favourable, let's say, one at a time, it might be an idea to recognise that you are one shared frequency. So when you are feeling all of that, they will pick up on it and be like, ooh, I don't think I can go near them. And then they'll start rejecting you and pushing you back. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be really, really careful how you associate it. Granted, you have to allow yourself time to be angry and, work through various things. Absolutely, you do. Yes. But try to do it with love. Remember, your counterpart, masculine energy, is your shadow side as well. You're their light, they're your shadow. And then you flip between the two, okay? Hence the polarity. But what you have to remember is you lead feminine energetically. So if you are feeling pissed off, angry, upset, distressed, and you're staying in that frequency once you've worked through it, you're then going to be putting that signal out to your counterpart. So they'll do the same back. When you come to this from 222 in the time, when you come to this from a place of love, they will. When you come to it from a place of fear, they will. So try where possible to stay in a really good space. It's hard sometimes to do that. I do appreciate that. It is hard to stay in that frequency of love, especially if you're seeing them do stuff and you think, what the actual fuck? You can't judge them. You've got to remember it's their journey. They've got lessons to learn. They could be doing things that really upset you, but ultimately they're not doing it to upset you. They're doing it because it's their life. They have to go through those lessons, and they may have different lessons to learn than you, right? Similarly, you could be doing stuff that upsets them. So you have to remember to try where possible to stay in that real, beautiful, loving space. I appreciate that can be hard sometimes. I appreciate it can be really challenging, and you just think, what the fuck? Why am I going through this? But that's your ego, okay? From a soul's perspective, you guys already agreed to this. 333 in the time. You already agreed to it. All of you, them and you, agreed to go through these lessons, to go through these contracts, to sign and seal and complete these karmic contracts, whatever that looks like, whether it be work, a family relationship that needs to be repaired, a relationship outside of you and your connection that needs to be repaired or balanced, or the karma needs repaying in some way. Like, some of the masculines have to pay back the feminine, the dark feminine as well, the karmic feminine as well. Like, some of them have to serve them karma, they can't do that while you and them are together. They have to do it before. So all of this makes sense with the divine timing. But please, where possible, try and use the frequency of love as much as possible, because so many masculines at the minute are going through it. They really are. They're going through very difficult, challenging times, and they really need your kindness, compassion, care, love. Some of them may be telling you in the 3D, this is what I'm going through, it's difficult, it's challenging, it's that. Some of them may not be telling you that because they want to protect you, protect the connection, but they may be telling you telepathically. And you'll feel that, oh goodness. And if you've been rejecting them in some way, do also remember when you reject them, you're rejecting yourself. Okay? So, on to a reading. Let's see what you need to know. What is it at the moment the collective seeing need to be aware of? What is it they need to see or be aware of? 6 of Cups. Could be a tendency to focus on the past, but we'll see. Do not hold your person in their old energy. Whatever they've done, even if it's recent, don't hold them in that energy for long. By all means, sit with it, work through it, because a trigger is an opportunity to heal. And I'm well aware that sometimes when you're triggered, especially by them, and it's something that keeps coming up to repeatedly be shown to you because you need to clear it for good, and your soul is like, we need to clear this, so this is why we're showing you this again, 555 in the time. You can sometimes think, oh my God, not again. And you basically relive the trauma you felt at the time that that thing happened, or then you first found out, right? So be objective about it and remember that it's not coming up to hurt you, it's coming up to trigger pain that needs releasing for good. Your soul is giving you the opportunity to go through that, right? Your soul already knows. Our souls are so much more intelligent than us. The Wheel of Fortune, right? So it says karma on the card, right? It says karma on the actual card. So karma is definitely being served. We've got the 3 of Cups, which is celebrations. We've got 10 of Wands, burdens, and the 5 of Cups. Yeah, they're very burdened at the moment. They're very overwhelmed, a lot of these masculines as well. And they're in a lot of grief. Because they're feeling this sort of pull to you. But if you're rejecting them, they're feeling really rejected. And they're feeling that grief of rejection. So where possible, please hold them in a safe space. Even if they haven't been able to do that for you at times, even if they have been able to do it for you, just hold space for them with unconditional love. Use the frequency of love to uplift them. They need it. We've got solitude. So, you know, they're on their own. They're spending time on their own. They're doing their own thing. They're focused on work possibly, but they're very much in their own energy, I would say. Clarify the 6 of Cups. The Lovers. They want to return to you. They want to return to you. And, you know, they want to do the work. But they're having to serve this karma first. Clarify the 3 of Cups. The World. Clarify burdens. Yeah, they've got a lot going on. And it's chaotic for them at the minute. They've got, you see how these wands are like being thrown at, like darts almost. Yeah, they're like, they've got a lot. They've got things coming at them from all sides. And, you know, with the Chariot, I feel, like I said to you, for Cancer season, especially because we're in Mercury retrograde in Cancer, I would say there's a lot of emotions coming up for both counterparts to process, but also your person's got a lot being thrown at them at the minute. Literally, they're like, they're like having to dodge bullets and stuff. Clarify the 5 of Cups, the Death card. They want to come in the right energy. Clarify the Hermit. 7 of Wands. This is a real sort of, I want to break down your walls energy, but it's also, while you're feeling possibly a little bit guarded towards them, they're going, okay, well, this is an opportunity for me to go within then. But providing you can sit in an energy, like I said to you, of unconditional love, lift your own vibration in your own life, nothing to do with them, you're doing it for you, but it will help them because of the tether you are to one another. It will make life easier. Yeah, Leo energy is very much highlighted here. And I do think Leo season, that a lot of you are going to see some real sort of change in your connections. But obviously do not attach that. Whew. Okay, I quite like these cards. I've not used them for a while. I feel like we might use them again. Whew. So what is the energy at the moment? Two of Cups. Four of Pentacles, which is control. So they could be being controlled by others at the minute and they're not liking that, or they're having to use, oh no. They're having to exert control. King of Pentacles. Possibly because they're dealing with a lot of things. Monetary wise. I will clarify though. They know who you are, the Hierophant. They know who you are, which is guidance. Wise counsellor. I will say this, the energy is rather exhausting. We've got the Four of Wands. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. And we've got the Star. Yeah, this energy is very, 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 very exhausting. I don't want to use them again. I want to use these. Clarify the Two of Cups. Two of Cups and the Two of Cups. Like, you both know you are it for each other. You're both aware you are that person for one another, right? Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Yeah, like I said, they're trying to overcome something here, and they're also trying to maintain in this sort of structured, balanced manner. And they're trying to take control in their life because they're used to dealing with people who are always like on the win or on the take. Clarify the King of Pentacles. Yeah. Seven of Wands. You know, they're dealing with a lot of defense at the end, at the moment. Oh, wow. Hierophant's clarified by the Death card. So they're ending other things karmically. They're ending other things karmically. And so they can have that new beautiful beginning with you. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Cups. Yeah, they want to come to you when things are emotionally more stable. And this is them moving away officially from the other person. Like, they may have already separated from someone a while ago, but they want to make it official before they come towards you. Clarify the Star. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. This person, this group of people, they are very focused on their business, their stability, and they could be healing money matters as well. In some cases, we do have some anxiety here that they're having to work through as well, which is probably at the hands of someone else. So just be patient. Like, they really are going through it. Yeah, Page of Cups. This is them wanting to come to you with an offer, with a gesture of some sort. Oh, King of Cups. And then we've got the Empress. So good combination of masculine energy there. They want to come in with an offer after a period of healing has been done. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what the big boys have got to say. Let's see. It is windy here. It is quite windy. And as we know, wind brings change, doesn't it? So, okay, let's see. What can you tell us? For the collective watching, what can you tell us? What can you tell us? What can you tell us? Eight of Wands. Page of Pentacles. A load of other cards came out, but I'm not taking them. I don't feel guided to take them. So we've got Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. So this could be learning something new as well with regards to a work opportunity. Page of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. as I said to you, there's a real sort of vibe that, you know, you're just busy in your own lane and focusing on your own life, which is great, fabulous, that's what you should be doing. But there, I wanted to say not far behind you, but I don't mean they're behind you in their own healing journey. I mean, there's a chaser energy here a little bit. But don't attach to that. Got the Five of Swords. Okay. Coffee. One needs coffee. Right. So, blue ones, okay. Here we go. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. They're umming and ahhing over what to do, and they're balancing out money stuff at the minute. This group of masculines are definitely wanting to communicate. As I said to you, they know who you are. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Cups. They know who you are, but they want you to see them at their best. This is what they want. Commitment. Clarify the Five of Swords. Yeah, there's been a lot of, I'm going to just cover that world. The world here and the Five of Wands, clarifying the Five of Swords. So there's been a lot of drama that they don't want you to have to see. And there we have the Justice underneath. You know, they've been dealing with a lot, and it's really clear that they want to come to you in the right energy. Karmic endings are taking place. Official karmic endings. But because there's been some deception in this connection with you, they are very burdened. They are feeling very overwhelmed in a number of ways. We've got the Page of Wands as well. They're excited to come towards you, but they're also like, oh my God, how do I do this right? And, you know, with the Moon and the Page of Pentacles, this kind of makes me feel like they want to do it. They want to do it. They don't want you to know that they want to communicate with you. They don't want you, they want it to be a surprise. They want it to be a surprise when they come towards you. Three of Pentacles, yeah. They want it to be a surprise. And, you know, it's like they know that they want to work with things. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. They know they want to do the work with you. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. They know they want to do the work with you. They know that this is a very abundant relationship. The Emperor. They know it's going to be well worth the wait as well, whenever that comes to fruition. Anything else? Definitely spying on you. Yeah, you already know this. High Priestess. There are some secrets here, but one of the secrets is that they are coming back and coming forward. And for a lot of them, they already have come back. They've already come towards you previously for some reason or another. And, you know, they want to come in and be victorious in all of this. But they've had to overcome some really difficult energies. And you might not have been hearing from them as much as you'd like, or you can't expect too much from them at the moment. We can't expect anything from them, to be honest. But they're trying. See how that fly flew in my face then? They're trying to get to a better place so that they can come in and give you what you deserve. Okay. Anything else? I cut the deck and got the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Anything else here, Spirit, please, for this collective watching? I feel so lethargic with the heat. It's really, Eight of Pentacles. It's really quite oppressive. It's not boiling, but it just feels, King of Pentacles, it feels, okay, your person wants to be a provider. It feels uncomfortable. I think for some of you, there's digestive issues as well. Now, that could be like a solar plexus upgrade or something. We've got healing going on here. Your person's definitely doing the healing work. Those who are seeing this, they're doing some kind of healing work here. We've got the Knight of Cups. Beautiful. So that's them wanting to come in as a healed version of themselves. Yeah, we've got the Six of Swords and Leo. Again, Leo season very highly, strongly shown here, but don't attach to it because it could come forward sooner. It just depends where your person is on their own journey. You know, it just depends where they are on their own journey. Thank God I'm getting my nails done this week. You know when you've had to break one? I broke this one ages ago. I cracked it and then I just knew I had to cut it down properly, otherwise it would have been a nasty break. Well, a bit of the nail is split and it's catching on stuff. But I've only got to wait a couple of days. It's all good. All right, clarify the the Eight of Pentacles for the collective masculines. Success, recognition. Perhaps your person is well known in what they do as well, and so they've been building up their finances, possibly here. They've been they're recognized. I feel for a lot of you they're quite recognized in what they do. They're quite respected. They're very popular. I don't mean that in an egotistical way. They're like a teacher of some sort, possibly, or you know, it could even in some cases be a public figure. I don't know, but they're very respected in their chosen field. Whatever their industry is, whether it be corporate or in holistics or a doctor or healing or something like that, whatever they do. Yeah, we've got the Three of Swords clarifying the King of Pentacles. You know, they've had to work through quite a lot of heartache here as well, but they don't want you being left out in the cold anymore. And I think for a lot of them, they've been in that place of feeling sad that you aren't there the way that they would like you to be. Like, you might be there in the 5D, you might be there telepathically, energetically, because obviously you lead energetically, but it's really becoming aware to them that they miss you, right? Four of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. As I said, in the past, I've said this as well, this is the energy of somebody who's abundant and successful. Yes, it's a single person's card, but it's also the energy of somebody who knows they're worthy of what they want in life. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Intuitively, you already know this. But they want it to be a surprise. That's why she keeps coming out, because she can be secrets. I'm not getting negative secrets though. She's wanting to surprise you. Well, that energy is wanting to surprise you. Clarify the Six of Swords. Yeah, the Death card. New beginning. A new beginning. Clarify strength. Three of Wands. Waiting on the results of something. Expansion possibly here as well. More expansion could be required. Maybe they're, yeah, there you go. I was about to say maybe they're trying to grow finances more, and then we get the Strength card and the King of Pentacles. Then we got the Queen of Pentacles. They know you are a dynamite couple. You are a dynamite team. You're very grounded, soft. You're in your grounded, soft, feminine era. And your masculine is stepping more and more into their masculine space. They just want to come towards you with love. Oh, it's on its way. Do you know what I wanted to say then? It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. Da, 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 da. Now, obviously, everybody's singing that for the World Cup at the minute after England's incredible match against Mexico early hours of this morning, which by accident I ended up seeing some of. Well, not seeing it, but hearing of the results. I can't really watch England games. I get too fucking nervous. And to be honest with you, now I've not been in a relationship with someone who is an avid football fan and a footballer themselves. One of my exes was, not professional, but he was very, very good. He was good at everything he did. He would always, like, I would watch all the World Cup games and Euro games, whatever football games England were playing in, I would watch avidly in the pub or wherever. And I obviously haven't done that for a long, long time, but I was awake at 3 o'clock this morning and I kept on hearing bits of noise around my street, and I thought, and then I checked. I was playing solitaire because I couldn't get back to sleep, so I was playing solitaire, as you do, and I thought, I'll just see what the score is, thinking, you know, I knew it was kicking off at 1. Well, it wasn't. It was actually delayed, wasn't it, because of the storm in Mexico. So it ended up being, I think Jude Bellingham had scored 2 goals. Legend. That kid's 23 and he's incredible. He really is. He's absolutely, well, they're all incredible. They're all amazing players. Anyone wearing an England shirt is incredible and they're a hero. They are. They're absolutely wonderful. But I saw something in a post earlier and I thought, you know what? I'm going to mention that because I think it's quite poignant. So we're in the year of the fire horse. Fire horse, 60 years ago, was the World Cup that England won. Yeah. In 1966. Do the correlation, do the math. If they're going to do it this year, they've got a fucking good team to do it with, you know? So, yeah. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that, but hey-ho, there we go. Needless to say, I don't think I could watch it on Saturday when they play Norway. And the striker, I think his name's Erling, something or other. Him and Jude Bellingham are friends. They play for the same team, don't they? I think so, or have done. And it's like, you can just see the brotherhood there. But there's just, I'm very distantly Norwegian, but I won't be cheering for Norway, obviously. But my great-grandparents were from Norway. Great-great-grandparents were from Norway. So it is part of my heritage. And, you know, when I see the likes of Erling, I'm just like, he's just a giant. He's, what, 6'5". There's just, I don't know, I can feel a lot of England fans feeling this, could this be the year? So when I saw that about the World Cup being won in 1966 by England, right, in the year of a fire horse, I thought, we're in the year of the fire horse now. So it does make sense. When I saw that, I was like, that makes a lot of sense. So that's why I've mentioned it to you. Anywho, we're not going to talk about football anymore because we're not here to talk about football. So basically, your person knows you and them effectively are a power couple. They're very aware you are a power couple. They're very aware you have a beautiful connection. Some of them probably even know the fucking label, but we're not going to harp on about that. We're not going to attach to that. We're just going to say, yeah, they might know the label, but remember, when your masculine runs from you, whenever that is in your dynamic, whenever it is, they run from love. They run from the mask that you have enabled them to drop. They wear a mask with everybody but you in a lot of cases. They look into your eyes and they see themselves. They look into your eyes and they see the truth that they have been hiding from. They see the emotions they've not necessarily put out there, you know. Even if they are heart-centered individuals, or, you know, even if they are quite awake or enlightened, or, you know, whatever the situation is, because I do work with a lot of masculines that are quite enlightened, but they can still have fear. They can still have blocks. They can still look at you and go, fuck, that's the person who could really hurt me. Yeah, no, I'm not ready for that yet. You know, they can run. No matter how gifted they are or awake they are, or, you know, whatever the situation is, or wherever they are in their world, they could be hugely successful, but still be terrified of love and being rejected. So if you're rejecting your masculine, stop, because you're rejecting yourself, okay? What else does the collective viewing this reading right now need to know at this time? 9 of Cups. Fill your own cup up. filleth your own cup up because they're on the way back to you. 6 of Cups. 9 of Wands, but it came out in reverse. 8 of Cups. Yeah, they're definitely moving away from stuff that doesn't serve them anymore. 4 of Cups. To move to the 10 of Cups. Okay. You know, I said solar plexus could be going on. That's the solar plexus energy right there. Now, which cards would I like to... I feel like I want to clarify with these. So I'm going to. Clarify the 9 of Cups. Ooh. 3 of Swords. 1 second. It's suddenly gone really warm in here. Now, I do get warm when I'm channeling anyway. I mean, have you seen my little aerials? We're tuning in. New hair. Aren't we lucky? Oh, I don't know why. My fan is somewhere else. I need to just buy a new one. Clarify the 6 of Cups. 5 of Swords. They're anxious to come back towards you. We have the Death card here. So there's definitely this vibe of change. Here's the skeleton looking like he's living his best life. You know, your person knows when they're with you, you're their happy place. Now, because you're focusing on filling your own cup up, they're focused on their own lives, yes, and filling their own cup to yes, but they're also like, ooh, how can I add to this person's life? But they're also very, very sad without you. Clarify 8 of Cups. They have wondered if you've walked away from them as well. Clarify the 4 of Cups. And obviously where they moved away to other people possibly, or other journeys that may have taken place in the year of the snake, they're like, oh fuck, I really did mess this up. Well, no, it's not that you messed it up. I think you have to be objective with this. They had to go on their own journey and their fear caused them to make the decisions they made. They didn't do it because they're an arsehole. They didn't do it because you upset them. Well, maybe you did upset them, but they've not done it for that reason. But what they've done is made a decision based on their wounds, right? And then they've projected that onto you. Your person, if you're truly on a twin flame divine counterpart journey, your person loves you very, very much. More than they've ever loved anyone ever before. And that frightens the fuck out of them. Trust me, judgment, it frightens the fuck out of them. Clarify the 10 of Cups. Knight of Cups. They want this new beginning with you. They have an the Tower. Ooh, they want a new beginning with you. They do. They want a new beginning that will lead to a committed relationship. But they appreciate they've gone through some difficult times. And here we have a Tower. The Tower isn't always negative towers. Towers come for liberation sometimes. They come for, well, the divine intervention, aren't they, a Tower? So they actually do serve you quite significantly. Your person knows who you are to them. See how we've got a light bulb here and she's wearing wings. So they do see you in such an angelic state. And when we've got wings there as well. When you're holding them in a negative light and you're judging them for what they've done because it's hurt you, it's part of the journey. They have, I don't want to harp on about this too much, but they have to reject you. They have to reject you so you choose yourself. They're not choosing you because you're not choosing you. But then also, you have to take into consideration the karmic lessons that need to be learned. And they have to learn lessons from others that you cannot teach them, okay? So, you know, when you're going, oh, it's because your ego's been triggered, okay? Listen, I've fucking been there a long time with my, the person I thought was my real counterpart that I moved away from last March. Was it last March? Last March, April? Can't remember now. But as soon as I had the cord cutting done, I was like that. Oh, okay. I don't love that person anymore. And the healer who did the cord cutting was like, this person just never would have been able to step up for you. They would have never loved you the way you would need, and you deserve more. And I went, is that the person God has for me? And this person went, no, they most certainly are not. I was like, okay, thank you for that clarity, appreciate that. And then I went and had a witchy cord cutting done on the person as well. And honestly, I can quite happily say, while I'm grateful to them, I do not love them. I don't care about them, but I wish them well, you know? And I know I'm still on this journey, and I'm not going to say any more than that because it's very sacred, but I'm still teaching people on this journey. And, you know, having been on it a while, my job and purpose is to get you feminines and masculines to the place of inner union so you can attract in what is meant for you and who is meant for you, and ultimately your divine union. Okay, what else does this beautiful collective watching need to see? Journey. You are on a journey. They know you're on a journey. So much love. Just stay in your heart space. I'm in my heart space. Don't get me wrong, there are times when I want to call people many things. We've got the temple path. To be fair, I tend to do that at the TV. If I'm watching a hateful character, for example, on Outlander, when I've been watching that, I mean, I'm watching other stuff as well, off campus. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. It's so good. And yes, there is a season 2. Ooh! But yeah, there's hateful characters in Outlander. If you know, you know. What's her husband called? Frank. His ancestor. Frank. Can't remember the surname. But it's Captain Blackjack or something. And he's played by Tobias Menzies, I think the surname is. And Tobias is one of the most incredibly gifted actors that ever has graced our screens, right? And he plays Frank, who is this beautiful soul, and then he plays Captain Jack Black, who is a fucking sociopath. Very dark, and you scream obscenities at the TV. So when I'm watching things like that, I allow myself to scream obscenities at the TV. I don't really scream obscenities at others, throat chakra, but it does exercise your throat chakra beautifully. Okay, anything else? Blossoming abundance. Yeah, we are gonna be rich, girl. We're all gonna be rich. We're all gonna be fucking rich as fuck. My prayer is if it is, and it will be. If you have the means to go out and buy yourself a Porsche, go out and buy yourself a Porsche, okay? I'm just gonna go and borrow my brother's because he's got 2. Hostilities. He worked very hard for them though. And this is the other thing, living here, I'm nearer to most of my family, and it's just, I think that's helped me fill my heart as well, being around my family more. Like, I was at my parents' yesterday, and the brother I've just mentioned came in. He was there when I arrived, and I was just like, oh, big bro, I didn't expect to see you today. Well, actually I did. I knew he was going to be there. I just didn't expect him to be there so soon. And he wasn't there long, but it was just so nice to see him. And then he went, right, kid, you're in charge of organising a meal for us all. We need a family lunch. We always get together on a Sunday throughout the year for people's birthdays and celebrations and whatnot. And he's like, we haven't had one. We need one, and you need to organise it. I went, okay, I'm on it. So yeah, I need to do that. I've just reminded myself. But family, I feel very blessed and grateful because ours are pretty close. Don't get me wrong, we have our arguments, but I feel very blessed and grateful because we are very close. And yeah, my other sister and her husband and family live where I used to live, but it's still beautiful to have that closeness, and I feel really grateful, and it just fills my heart so much to know that family are nearby. Right. What else do I want to ask these cards? Let's just see what else you need to be aware of here. So the journey is the journey, and this is where you have to choose to love yourself. The journey is the journey, 3 of Wands. You are on a journey with them. You are on a journey with them. Okay, clarified woman holding a heart. That's the Queen of Cups in normal tarot. The Hierophant. Clarify that. Yeah. Strength. The temple path is a very interesting energy because, again, it pertains to the journey of spirituality that you are on, the journey of ascension that you are on, and it's also your purpose, okay? You have to remember you're here for a bigger reason. It's bigger than you and them. Clarify the 5th chakra. Yeah, you're standing up to people, your person's also standing up to people. Clarify blossoming abundance. The sun. It's on its way. A lot of you have already got it. Excuse me. Clarify hostilities. Clarify hostilities. 4 of Wands. Now, when I see that, I'm immediately thinking the moon. Your connections, unfortunately, do attract in a lot of negative energy. And this is where you've got to hold your nerve, especially you femmes. You've got to hold your nerve and remember, you have to bypass all that shit. You have to hold the light. And I know it's really hard when you're in the place or space rather, or face even of adversity, but you've got to hold your nerve and walk away from things that don't serve you. This devil shite energy, this sticky, that energy. Anything else? Yeah, High Priestess. Like, anyone using magic against you, they'll never prosper fully. Like, there will always be karma. Karma will always serve your ass if you are needing a lesson. And feminines in particular, yeah, we've got the 8 of Wands. It seems to be, I mean, I know there's warlocks out there, but it seems to be more feminines that do the magic and stuff, or do the dark intention, and honestly, it just needs to stop. It just needs to fucking stop. And, you know, yeah, it's creating, or they're trying to create this defense energy that blocks the union, but so many of you have got this beautiful, loving, committed relationship on its way to you, and these people that are trying to stop it, you know, they're not going to get away with it. And if you remain in your open heart center, it will come sooner than you think. Yeah, the Death card. It will come sooner than you think. When you approach it from a different place, see, these people that are doing this stuff, they're expecting you to respond in a certain way, but when you send out love to the world, it can't affect you. All you need to do is keep your vibration high. That is all you need to do, okay? That is all you need to do. Keep your vibration high. Right. Excuse me, coffee. All right. What's on the horizon? With the energies as they are, what's on the horizon, please? What is on the horizon? What is on the horizon? Shine bright, shining star. Beautiful. So you've just got some, oh God, heartbreak. You have got some Phoenix rising. You've got, you just, like I said, focused on you. We've got safe haven. You both know you are each other's safe haven. We've got I am my light, third eye, intuition, and then we've got clinging. So let's just see what else you need to be aware of here. Kind of being guided to use a little witchy deck. Clarify, shine bright, shining star. Page of Wands, yeah. You've got a lot to be excited about. Why is this heartbreak card here, please? 2 of Wands, overcoming heartbreak. Okay, that's all right. We can cope with that. Yeah, King of Swords. Acknowledging the trick. Yeah, overcoming. Phoenix rising, overcoming stuff. Overcoming stuff, doing the healing work. Clarify, I am my light. Queen of Swords. The thing is, you have put in healthy boundaries, probably in your connection as well, but with people in your life, and it's almost like they've picked up on it and they're doing the same. Clarify the third eye and intuition. The star. Yeah. I feel like for some of you, a third party energy here could have hijacked something in your third eye. And that's where you're like, yeah, look, Ace of Wands. Someone could have hijacked your third eye and tried to make you see distorted visions of stuff. Again, it's not nice, but if you need it clearing, I can clear it for you, either remotely or on a call. Just message, because at the minute, like I say, everything's 10% off. Clarify clinging, the world. This is really beautiful because things are changing. Temperance, things are going to balance out. They really are. These karmic lessons are going to balance out. Things are going to move in the direction they are meant to. You just need to remain positive and have lots of faith. Okay. On that note, I think I'm going to shut the F up. Let's just get one more. Any messages, any action that's going to be taken? Is there any action that's going to be taken? Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Stormy, difficult time ahead, grief, emotional upheaval. We've got nature, so, you know, you want to be spending time in nature, but I think your person does as well. Maybe going for walks. We've got manifest. Law of attraction, within reach, positive mindset. We've got trust, divine timing with patience. We've got distance, long distance, relocation, moving away, and then we've got autumn. So things could change in autumn, but what it feels like to me with that is them closing out the distance, but we'll see. Clarify the earth sign energy. Yeah, novice, page of lightning, page of wands energy, exploration, the lovers and duality. There's a lot going on for them at the minute. There's a lot. And we've got collaboration here, which is interesting. I think they're realising, I mean, they could be doing collabs with people, yes, but I think they're realising that you and them are meant to collaborate in some way here. So that would suggest they're aware of your purpose. Clarify, manifest, competition, 5 of Wands. If you don't have a positive mindset, you could manifest some shit. Yeah, we've got the Master of Rain clouds. I feel like they're just fighting off a lot of shit at the minute, and that's where you have to stay positive. Timing is clarified by the Queen of Queen of Pentacles, Oracle of Gems. Just remember, it's your time now to shine, okay? Yeah. The distance, that's making sense. They want to close this distance between them, right? The distance, okay. They are closing the distance with the other person. So let me rephrase that. This is not you, this is you. Now, you may have cut them out because of what was going on in their life, or you may have just pulled your energy back. You may have just been practicing non-attachment, blah, 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 right? Meanwhile, they've been moving away from another energy so that they can be prepared to come to you in the right energy. Perfect. Clarify autumn. Yeah, oh gosh, they've really worked through a lot. They've worked through a lot, and, you know, they've walked away from other stuff, and things have left them stuck and indecisive. And they're like, what do I do? What do I do? I need to do something here. I need to make this right. And that's where they're like, okay, the momentum is building gradually for them to come towards you. And there's with the transition energy, but it takes time. And, you know, you might see them through a community environment. You might, that might be what some of you might have here. Some of you may see them soon in a community experience, or you might meet them. You might know that you're going to see, you might already know you're going to see them soon, right? Or you might bump into them somewhere at a festival, or mutual friends. It's that sort of energy. It's like an organised event you're going to see them at. Again, we've got that Oracle of Raindrops, which is that beautiful Queen of Cups energy. When you see them, whenever that is, you will be in this energy. You will be in this very open-hearted energy and really like in this beautiful, oh, I just want to be all, not love and light, but you've done a lot of work on yourself, and even though they may have put you through some difficult times, you're looking at it from a soul's perspective and you're taking on that embodiment and you're like, yeah, they've been through it and I've been through it and we've been through it, and it is what it is. Like, they want the absolute best with you. They want it all with you. It's just, that's going to take time for some of you. Engagement ring. See? Confirmation. They want that with you. We have coffin, but they've got to put everything else to bed, so to speak. They've got to end things here. Mirror. And both of you have probably got things you've got to end before you can have that golden mirror. And then we've got separation. So, you know, they had to deal with narcissistic tendencies here that may have then been projected onto you at times in the connection. We've got paradise, which is happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness. This is them. We've got seduction, so that this is them wanting to come towards you. They probably do want to seduce you, but you got to realise they've probably been through a place of being seduced as well. We've got heartbroken, and you know, they've been left heartbroken with everything that's happened in your dynamic date. And, you know, they may have left you heartbroken if they went on and dated somebody else because they had lessons to learn. They couldn't just do that with you. It was too soon after another separation, perhaps. We've got kisses. Or if they haven't separated from someone recently, then you and them may have had a bit of a relationship, or you may have met, and Ascension is here too, and had something, but it wasn't the right time, and they were too scared, or you triggered them in some way and they're like, oh my God, I can't do this, and they've run off to someone else. This happens, doesn't it? Photograph. They're very much pining for you. I want to say the words pining. Twin flames. They're very much pining for you and missing you and like, oh my God, can we please just, how do we do this? Girl with a snake. But you know, they were dealing with someone who didn't have the key to their heart. You have the key to their heart. But they were dealing with someone, the girl with the snake and then the seduction card. Those two, this in reverse fell on the seduction card. They were seduced and used by somebody. They were charmed and used by somebody who was a bit of a narcissist from their own wounding, right? And they know you're not like that. And now they're like, I just want to make things right. They want to have a coffee with you. They want to have a chat with you. They're probably watching you quite a lot. They've probably gaslit you at times, but they've been gaslit. Like, they've had to learn some pretty harsh lessons, and they're healing their heart from all of this. But they're also healing their heart from how much pain they've caused you, because as twin flames, divine counterparts, whatever pain you go through, they will feel passion. There's so much passion here, and yet they ran from it because they were scared of being hurt. So they went to a karmic relationship where they could completely wear their mask, and you expose their mask, and that mask falls off and falls away when they're around you. So yeah, they really are going to come towards you for the real deal, but they've got to close out these other cycles where they didn't feel good enough, or, you know, there's a lot that's going on here. They are looking at your pictures. They are reminiscing heavily. They are in love with you. There's no two ways about it. Right, let's see if I've got any other messages, and then I will shut the fuck up. Any other messages here, please, Spirit? I now know the meaning of true love. Right, okay, so the song that just came through was Take My Breath Away. Take my breath away now. I allowed other people's opinion to affect our connection. Well, more for you then, you silly little nincompoop. I am joking. When I'm with you, it feels electric. Ooh, okay. You'll know if that's applicable. I'm healing childhood trauma. I'm healing my past trauma. Some of them have got trauma that they carry in their sacral energy from a karmic relationship here. I want to make you and I official. You make me so nervous. Look, right, I know there's a lot of people that say, especially the Buddha, oh, if it's your person, you don't get butterflies, you're very calm and chill and da da da. Yeah, not with a twin flame. Not at first. Like when you've done a lot of healing and you, feminine, are in a really balanced, calm, grounded, rooted presence energy of love for you, for them, for life, this can still fucking happen. You can still make them nervous. You can. I never expected to fall for you so quickly. Yeah, some of them fell for you way before you did them. I get so jealous easily. Yeah, because of past relationships. Absolutely. You look better than ever. Well, thank you very much. Jokes. I find you so endearing. They're very, very attracted to you. Every time my phone goes, I wish that it is you. I feel as though I self-sabotage our connection. Yeah. Forgive them. Forgive them. I have to close out some karmic cycles. Absolutely, they do. Any more for any more. You deserve the best. You also deserve the best version of them. I am totally obsessed with you. Yeah, they are. I really get that. They are very obsessed with you. Like, these journeys, even when they're trying not to think about you, you're there. Because you are them and you are them and they're you, right? So you're always going to be thinking of each other. Right, if you were interested in any of my services, the details to book are below. Just message me. Remember, everything is 10% off, over £30 until the end of cancer season. Lots of love.